This week on Discover Oklahoma, a new steakhouse you've got to try. Blooms you can snip right from the farm. Lakeside lavender fields. A local soap shop Mom will love. And a garden spot where she'll get in free on her day. Plus, state park restaurants are opening for business. Come with us to Discover Oklahoma.
Hi, I'm Dino Lalli, joining you from the newly renovated Inasmuch Foundation Crystal Bridge Conservatory at the Myriad Botanical Gardens in downtown Oklahoma City. Joining me as co-host this week is Chase Horn. He's the Communications Director for the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department. Chase, welcome.
Thanks, Dino. I'm excited to be here, and I'm ready to talk about some of the awesome stories just blooming across Oklahoma right now. But there's one story in particular I'm really pumped to hear about.
Well, that has to be the steakhouse that we tried, and I have to tell you, it's one of the best I've ever been to, and that is coming up. But right now, Deanne Stein and videographer Tommy Evans show us more of the newly renovated Crystal Bridge.
3, 2, 1.
With the cutting of the ceremonial floral ribbon, the Crystal Bridge Conservatory reopens to the public.
It's a very unique amenity here in downtown Oklahoma City.
And has served as the centerpiece of the Myriad Botanical Gardens for more than 30 years.
It was beautiful before, but you could see some of the issues that needed correcting.
So the renovations began, taking more than a year and an $11 million investment to reimagine the space. When you enter, you'll see the transformation from this to the new look, water cascading over 2 levels of natural stone into a small pool at the base. On the opposite end, you'll find the root wall, a beautiful artistic depiction of a root structure. At the base of the wall is a reflecting pool that showcases water lilies.
That was probably the area that needed redesigning the most.
Now the space is open, where you can feel the 2 distinct climates of a rainforest and desert. The Cloud Portal, a new striking vertical sculpture, divides the 2 sections and is surrounded by a new collection of plants arranged by themes.
So I'm originally from the Maldives, and there's a lot of tropical plants around there because it's an island nation, so it's really nostalgic, seeing plants that I haven't seen in a while.
Hey, over here, I want to show you something new and something cool. It's the sweet smells of nature. They have these canisters set up where you can smell the scent of a plant. This one is patchouli, which is used in cosmetics and candles. And then over here, if you've ever wondered which plant is the inspiration behind the famous Chanel No. 5 perfume, it's this one.
Now on to the second floor, where you can see dramatic views of the garden from 2 terraces. The terraces also hold an Oculus gallery where you can relax, or a discovery center to learn.
And it's even more of a great amenity to our residents who I think find peace in places like this. But it'll be a really cool place of respite for our visitors as well, and I think a unique draw.
High above to the 3rd level, walk across the popular skywalk overlooking the conservatory. It's been remodeled to give visitors a sensory experience with interactive displays.
I think on the 3rd floor you get that beautiful view, but there's also that sky bridge. I had a great time at the sky bridge, and there's also these smelling things around, these little pots that you can smell in.
The gift shop is also new, so check it out in the lobby and find merchandise related to plants and conservation.
I don't know many cities that have botanical gardens. A few do, but even fewer, if any, have a crystal bridge, have a glass bridge over water with a rainforest inside.
So plan your visit for the first time, or rediscover this tropical paradise and see why it remains one of Oklahoma's most popular destinations. At the Crystal Bridge Conservatory in Oklahoma City, I'm Deanne Stein for Discover Oklahoma.
There is an admission fee for the Crystal Bridge, but kids under 4 are free. And there are discounts for seniors, the military, active or retired, students, and youth.
By the way, if you're looking for something to do for Mother's Day, moms get into the Crystal Bridge free if they're accompanied by at least 1 family member who pays for admission. The outdoor gardens are open to everyone all year long. Now, Dino, one of the great things about working at the tourism department is we get the opportunity to share with people a lot of things about Oklahoma they just don't know about.
Well, for example, you don't have to travel to France to experience perfume fields of lavender along a peaceful lakeshore. But hey, you can enjoy that just an hour south of OKC at the Lakeview Lavender Farm in Pauls Valley, where videographer Brian Boone and I spend an aromatic afternoon. For retired teachers Bill and Mary Lou Munn, their once indoor classrooms are now outdoors on the farm. They are still teaching, and this time it's about lavender.
They want to buy cuttings, or they just have never really seen it growing in Oklahoma, for one thing. Some of them have been to other farms, you know, in other states, but this particular part of Oklahoma, it's a little bit difficult to grow it in. It needs to be rocky soil, needs to be, you know, and we just don't have that right here. So we amend our soil with pea gravel and sand.
Visitors will learn there are over 450 varieties of lavender, 8 of which you can find right here on the Munn's farm. Like so many things on a farm and in life, there is a season for everything, including lavender.
It starts about mid-April. This one just finished, and then these started. We have 3 varieties that have just started. I mean, they're ready to be cut. They're ready to be harvested. And then, so it goes through May, and it'll go through most of June, sometimes into July a little bit. And as depending on how much cutting we do.
One variety called Buena Vista grows the best for them, along with one called Dilly Dilly, which grows a little taller than most. The first thing Mary Lou does when visitors arrive is give them a sheet of information about each plant and how to grow lavender, because that's the question asked most often.
Most people who come out here have either tried lavender and it's died, or they're trying lavender and they want to know what to do with it. So there's some general characteristics of lavender, so we go over those. When we get back to the shop, they're ready to go in, and then I usually, during the summertime now, I give them, and I will give them to you, some lavender lemonade.
Which is quite tasty, by the way. I also sampled quite a few, I confess. They're lavender lemon cookies. It is in the shop where you will find around 40 different products created from different types of lavender.
Body butter, we sell a lot of cookies, lavender lemon cookies. Body butter, the room spray, soap, hand soap. We also have a foaming hand soap that we make, and we use it all the time. We sell quite a bit of it. Sachets are always popular, and if someone's putting together a gift bag, you know that's popular.
I was first introduced to Bill and Mary Lou Munn at Lakeview Lavender Farm 3 years ago, and I had the wonderful luxury of getting to sit with them lakeside and try lavender tea cookies and lavender lemonade, and go and pick the fresh lavender. Took that home, and ever since I've been buying their oils, their sugar scrubs, their room sprays, bath soaps. Love it all.
I've learned all kinds of stuff about lavender I had no idea. No idea.
It's worth it just to see the beautiful countryside and the plants and how well planted and beautiful it all is. Plus the air smell, you can smell the lavender. It's just incredible.
All lavenders are fragrant, with one of the most important results from smelling certain types is the calming and relaxing effect one gets. Visitors love it.
And most of the responses that we get is that it's a very peaceful, pleasant place to be. People do different things, and it's really interesting. And some people will really bring their cameras out and just take pictures, you know. A lot of people want to just walk around and look at the countryside.
Lakeview Lavender Farm in Pauls Valley is mainly open on Fridays and Saturdays while the lavender is in bloom. You can email to make an appointment for a different time. Find their contact info at travelok.com/Lakeview Lavender, or you can check out their Facebook page.
Okay, Dino, I can't host any more of this show with you till I hear more about that steak place we talked about.
Well, very good, because that is coming up. It's a small town restaurant that gets 4.8 stars on Google and 5 stars on Yelp and Facebook, and we'll take you there next.
And get this, visitors from the state of Maine have told them their lobster tail is the best they've ever had. And we have some new restaurants coming to our state parks. An update on that just ahead.
Do you think they come this year?
I think this will be just the ticket.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the beautiful Myriad Botanical Gardens in downtown OKC. 15 acres of gorgeous flora, lush lawns, and elegant water features, perfect for a family picnic, or find out about concerts, performances, classes, and more at travelok.com/Myriad Gardens. Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department Communications Director Chase Horn is joining us this week.
Dino, I'm so excited to team up with you and to do what we do at the Department of Tourism to tell people about the great experiences to be had across our state. And right now, I'm really pumped to give you the news about the new restaurants about to open up at our Oklahoma state parks. Things are on target for a grand opening Memorial Day weekend.
We're excited. This is the fun part, and everybody's bringing it together. And we've had a lot of support from the local communities to help get us to this point.
The new restaurants will offer your favorites, from loaded breakfast burritos and omelets for breakfast, to wraps, burgers, chicken fried steaks, a wide assortment of pasta, and cuts of beef to please just about everyone. JP Wilson says he hopes people will try all 6 state park restaurants.
Each one has different views, different characteristics that just make it, like, you leave each one thinking, wow, this is the prettiest one. Until you get to the next one, it's like, man, this one has so many things that makes this the prettiest one. It's hard to pick a favorite one.
So come try to pick your favorite this summer.
To plan your trip to any of our Oklahoma state parks, go to travelok.com and click on the State Parks tab at the top of the page. And now let's head back up I-35 to Petal Pusher Farms in Purcell, where you can walk through fields of blooms and pick your own locally grown bouquet. Jennifer Reynolds and videographer Tommy Evans give us a tour.
It's always just dreamy out here.
A vibrant dream Jera and Matt Irby created from the soil up.
The fields are always just blooming and bursting with color.
The couple both have agricultural backgrounds and decided to put those skills to work on their farm in Purcell.
We had this beautiful, flat farmland that we were mowing at the time, and we just decided, let's put some flowers in there, generate a little income.
What sprouted was Petal Pusher Farms.
Showing the diversity of the flowers that we can grow and how local they are is just very enjoyable.
The Irbys tend the soil.
It is time-consuming, but it's very enjoyable.
To prepare it for the seedlings, they plant by hand.
We try to stick with things that we know will do really well in our crazy, unpredictable Oklahoma weather.
Like these buckets of blossoms.
Some of our peonies that are blooming right now, they just get bigger and beautiful, and just a lot of our ranunculus, they're very popular. Foxglove is one that we're growing that a lot of florists and designers really can't get in.
Once the empty fields transform into vibrant beds of color, you can book a visit to savor the view and take fresh cut reminders of your trip to enjoy at home.
When people come out to the farm, we give them this bucket and then a pair of snips, and so we have everything for them when they show up.
Pick your own flower events at Petal Pusher Farms run mainly in the spring and summer, but there are some in the fall.
A lot of people will come out, girls' weekend, mom-daughter. We've had folks from out of state come and participate in our You Pick events.
You can schedule a private event or join the Flower Share program and buy your seasonal bouquets ahead of time.
They will be guaranteed flowers before they even bloom.
But Matt and Jera hope you'll stay and spend some time experiencing the magic of their flower farm.
I think that really is what I like, is just seeing people smile and enjoying the beauty of our flowers.
At Petal Pusher Farms in Purcell, I'm Jennifer Reynolds for Discover Oklahoma.
You can plan your flower picking adventure at travelok.com/Petal Pusher Farms. Those peonies really were beautiful. I need to take some home to my wife, Larissa. I know she would love those. But Chase, as I always say, a peony saved is a peony earned.
Oh, Petunia. Dino, I thought I was going to get through this whole show without a pun, but, you're a daisy if you do.
Well, I'm telling you, that's how I roll, Chase, so you can take it or leave it. So, this is going to be fun, isn't it? When we come back, we're going to take you to another great Mother's Day location.
And Dino, I'm thinking some locally made soaps might be the perfect gift combo with those flowers. That's next.
Then I'll take you to a small town restaurant where the owners hear the same advice over and over from their customers.
They say, you're not charging enough. Yeah.
We'll be right back with more Discover Oklahoma.
The free Oklahoma Outdoor Guide is your North Star, lighting your way to jaw-dropping beauty and heart-pumping adventure. Order or download yours today at travelok.com.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the Marriott Gardens in OKC for our Mayflower episode. Chase Horn, the Communications Director for the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department, is joining us this week.
Now, Dino, we've made our way inside to the brand new gift shop here at the Marriott Gardens, and I tell you what, I know Mother's Day is tomorrow, but while we're here, I might go ahead and knock out all the gifts for all the women in my life for maybe the next 3 years or so.
Very good.
But our next stop is the perfect place to pick something up that's sure to be the right size and color. That's always a plus for guys like us. We're headed to Magnolia Soap and Bath Company in Tulsa with Jason Grubbs and videographer Brian Boone.
From shower steamers to sugar scrubs, bath bombs to body butter. Find all of that and more at Magnolia Soap and Bath Company. It's not only made locally, it's also made naturally. Liliana Ross and Sharon Gherkin are big fans of Magnolia.
Yes, I love this store.
So much so, they keep a stock of the entire line of Magnolia products at home.
Oh yeah.
Everything. The laundry soap, I use it for everything. I really enjoy candles, and I've always been into the candle thing. And then all the bath products were just a bonus. So my kids don't think they can take a bath without a bath bomb anymore.
These two moms are very particular about the products they use.
Oh, absolutely. I have to know what's in my stuff.
There's a lot of sensitive skin in their households, and Magnolia's all-natural products have been a big help.
These products have just helped me tenfold.
Scotty Lawrence opened Magnolia Soap and Bath Company in December of 2020. You'll find the store along Tulsa's Cherry Street, with shelves full of products in all sorts of senses. Nearly all of them are made right here in the store.
What we do not make is our face care, and that's made in a lab, and then also the shampoo and conditioner bar, so everything is pH balanced in a lab.
If you don't find what you're looking for, get it customized by the store, or learn to make it yourself. There are classes for bath bombs and shower steamers. Choose from 70 different scents, many colors, and all sorts of toppings.
And then they can also make their own candles now. We have a candle bar, come in and pour their own candles in their vessels or ours.
There's also a soap making class. Walk in or call ahead to reserve a space. Liliana hosted her daughter's birthday here.
Everybody was so great, like the staff that was here, kids were running around like crazy, but they were very helpful and helped hone them in and be like, let's make our bath bombs, and just really interacted with the kids and made it a great, fun experience.
The Magnolia experience isn't just for the kids and ladies.
No, yeah, we have a cute little guys section. That's really all they need. It has beard products, beard balm, beard oil, and then shaving bars as well.
Scotty says her most popular product is the plant-based laundry soap, made with 5 clean ingredients. It too can be customized to any scent in the store. From $15 to $50, grab-and-go shelves are always stocked with gifts in a hurry.
Or if you want to create your own gift, we have baskets or boxes where you can create your own and we'll wrap it.
At the Magnolia Soap and Bath Company in Tulsa, I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
Magnolia Soap and Bath Company is in Tulsa's thriving Cherry Street area, so leave time to make a few other stops while you're there. You can find them at travelok.com/Magnolia Soap.
And when we come back, we're headed to a restaurant where customers rave about everything from the surf and turf to the pies and cakes.
We're headed to one of the best steakhouses I've been to in a long while. We'll be right back with that.
Inside the Oklahoma Travel Guide, inspiration grows and history glows. Adventures are epic, immersive, and larger than life, like Oklahoma. Order or download your free guide at travelok.com.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. Chase Horn, the Communications Director for the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department, has been joining me this week.
Dino, I've had so much fun. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to be here in the vegetable patch of the Children's Garden at the Myriad Botanical Gardens in Oklahoma City. But if you can look at me, I think you can tell I'm a steak guy, so I'm finally ready to talk about some of the best steaks in Oklahoma.
Well, I have to tell you, it's some of the best steak I've ever had, and we found them in the community of Morrison, population 732. It's about 20 minutes northeast of Stillwater, and videographer Brian Boone and I agree it's worth the drive from wherever you are. The Vintage Steakhouse in the tiny community of Morrison has quickly earned a reputation as a top-tier dining destination for locals and tourists alike. Part of what sets this unassuming eatery apart is the homegrown grill that puts a smoky signature on every bite of meat.
Everybody else uses the gas charboilers, so we chose Hasty Bake. They're a company out of Tulsa. And he was wonderful to work with, and so we grill all of our stuff on charcoal with burning grills.
The most popular dish, a surf and turf featuring a 12-ounce lobster tail and an 8-ounce flame-grilled bacon-wrapped filet, owes much of its success to that Tulsa-made Hasty Bake grill.
It is very impressive. It is our #1 seller. So we have people that have ate at Maine, all over the coast, and they said it's kind of embarrassing. I come to Oklahoma and in Morrison, let alone, and it's the best lobster tail I've ever had. So we are absolutely known for our surf and turf. Yes, it's the seasoning and it's the grill. I mean, the charcoal and wood just gives it a flavor you can't get any other way.
I will tell you their second best-selling ribeye creates a savory tsunami of flavors, including the smoke from the grill and the rub used in the preparation.
Every steak that we have is rubbed. We have an Eastern rub that we put on it that is phenomenal. It makes almost like an andouille on the steak. It is a 16-ounce ribeye, hand cut, and it is impressive on the plate.
Chef Brittany learned to do things right at her parents' outstanding restaurant, the Vintage House in tiny Burlington, which closed after her stepfather died. So Brittany has taken up the torch, but her mom, Lori, is still in the mix, continuing her own mother's legacy of crafting mouth-watering desserts. I can personally attest to having sampled each and every one of those you see here. The bread served with every meal is a treat in itself, made from scratch every morning, and just as irresistible as it looks. Customers love this place.
It's amazing. The steak is melts in your mouth. You can cut it with a fork. It's so tender. It's juicy. It's the best.
I had the ribeye tonight, and the ribeye has the most flavor of any steak I've ever ate in my life. And it's not like a normal steak that you're going to get at a normal restaurant.
From the beginning, when you come to the Vintage Steakhouse, we want it to be an experience. It's not just dinner. Yes, we will say it'll be the best food that you ever eat. Because we're proud of it. It's a lot of hard work that goes into every meal, every loaf of bread that we make. But it's the experience, and we want that. We want that for families. We want that for couples. We want them to be able to come here and experience something they can't experience anywhere else.
And that's absolutely true. Eating at the Vintage Steakhouse is more than just satisfying your hunger. It's an indulgence for all your senses. The aroma, the taste, the ambiance, great service, the wine selections, the enticing appetizers all create a sensory experience that lingers long after the last bite. Vintage Steakhouse is open for dinner Wednesday through Sunday, and it's best to make a reservation if you want to avoid a wait.
Okay, Dino, after that story, I only have one question.
Yes.
How far did you say that drive was again?
Oh, it's about an hour and 15 minutes from where we are here, but I'll be ready to go anytime.
Well, anytime could be now. Let's wrap up the show.
Okay, but first we have to give a big thanks to the wonderful staff here at Oklahoma City's beautiful Myriad Gardens for providing our backdrop, and thank you very much for joining us. All right, are you ready?
I think so. I really appreciate it. I had so much fun. But Dino, until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.